I remember when I was in elementary school, they had morning announcements, and, like, they did birthdays. I remember one day, the other thing that you could do is announce, like, when your parents had a baby.
What the
You could be like, I just got a little sister. Yeah, and there was this dude who went on the morning announcements, and he was like, my parents had my little sister the other day, and yes, she was born on 9/11. No, she's not cursed.
She's not cursed.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Maximum Zach, and on today's episode, we have HIVEMIND. We talked about sign twirling beef, circus bars, and their YouTube channel. Let's get into it.
Love those baby pictures of you, by the way. So cute. Cuter now, but you were cute then, too.
You catch any ghosts?
We got a decent amount of activity when we were there. We didn't get, like, we usually don't get, like, any, like, physical, like, evidence, you know, like, we usually don't see anything, like, physically.
Yeah.
That's, like, pretty rare. But we got, like, a lot of responses coming through on the devices we were using. Where, like, one time we asked, like, how did you die? And it was just, like, violence, stab. And it was just like, and like stuff like that. And then like my cameraman was like filming he was filming just the one of the devices, and it just said camera, and like it says weird stuff about the people. Like,
how does it say it? Is it like a text?
No.
No, you've never seen the thing?
It literally says it out loud. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's I mean, like, I don't really know the fucking science behind it, but like, it's supposed to work off environmental changes, which is supposed to be spirits, and then it has a word bank in it, and whatever it can like choose the word.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then like that's yeah, we get some wild responses, and sometimes it's like you're having like a straight up conversation, which is crazy. It's super crazy.
Sometimes the ghost curses you off. I mean,
So one time it just told me to f off.
Man.
Whoa.
That was like, probably my favorite bit of like evidence we recorded.
Yeah, it was wild.
Is that a lifelong passion of yours?
Yeah, I mean, it's something that I've been interested in for a while.
Was your house haunted growing up?
There was a couple instances of things happening, but that was like, that's sort of what started it, and then started like going out to like haunted places.
I'd love to do that. I went to my mom and my sister were super into that, and we'd like play the Ouija board in the house. And they'd be like, don't go up there, there's a ghost. It scared the shit out of me as a kid. But we went to the Mansfield prison in Ohio. We're from Ohio. Where they filmed Shawshank, and it was fucking spooky. They take you down in the basement, and it is like just chills, like hair stand up.
My camera guy, he went to the Mansfield prison. Like, he went there, and he claimed, like, he showed me pictures and stuff too, but there was like this thing that supposedly followed him home, like from
Not
there.
good.
Yeah.
Shit. That's crazy.
And they started seeing stuff in their house for like a couple weeks.
Jesus, had to do a little seance or something.
Yeah, I don't know how they've solved the problem. Actually,
You don't want anyone from Ohio following you home.
Yeah, no, you don't, dude. No,
that's a bad sign.
No.
We also both grew up near Gibbs Bridge.
Yeah.
It's one of the haunted places in Ohio.
Yeah.
It's the one where you're supposed to like park your car on the bridge, get out, and you like walk around the car.
Oh,
set your keys on the roof.
Yeah, it's like a whole like ritual or whatever. And like all my friends had done it and nothing happened. And then one girl went there with her boyfriend, and she was a little scared, so she was like, "Stop pulling my shirt," to her boyfriend. She looked. Her boyfriend was like, "What?" And her shirt was just like.
Yeah, what
Like
the
that.
fuck?
And like nothing was there.
The scariest thing there was like I had a friend that went and he found a bunch of skinheads in the creek bed having a fire.
Oh, wow.
He was like, they could hear something and they went and
like
investigated in the creek bed.
Musical skinhead, like not musical skinhead, but not like that. But there's like skinheads that are like punks, and then there's like Nazi skinheads.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I don't think you should call yourself a skinhead regardless, because like it's
It's the third right.
I feel like we need to write the skinhead.
Someone get what's his name? Miranda.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Get Miranda on the phone. No, I think they were more of the vein. I think there's a third offshoot there. Probably has something to do with racism, but they're slightly satanic, like demonic skinheads.
Okay.
Because the devil doesn't like hair, I think.
Yeah,
no, he doesn't.
He wants you clean shaven.
Yeah. Was that a real skinhead bonfire, or do you think it was spirits?
No, it was real because they like walked up on it and they said these people. There was like 4 dudes sitting around a little fire, like, and then they saw them and scrammed. They like kicked the fire out.
For some reason, that's not what I expected the skinheads to sound like.
I don't know if it was. I don't know if it was native or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
What?
It sounded very much like pure meat. I've just been recording, so whenever you're ready.
Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, yeah.
Use some of that anyway?
Yeah, I mean, some of that was good.
That's all the material I brought. So.
Yeah, no. It's like, we burned all the material already. Fuck, dude. But yeah, dude, thank you guys for coming.
Thanks for having us,
bro.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
And, so... tell us a little bit about yourselves.
Absolutely.
No, come on.
All right. We're HIVEMIND. This is Riley. I'm Graydon. We run a YouTube channel. We're based out of Detroit. Born and raised in Ohio.
Nice.
And it's like a music trivia kind of as the disguise for improv comedy because me and him are just lifelong friends that like fucking around.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's
basically it.
Did I do an all right job?
You did a great job.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. I'm 6'1".
Yep.
And he's 6'4".
He's 6'1".
What? I mean, I saw that people want to know.
Yeah.
It's tough to tell on a podcast.
It is, yeah.
Yeah. No, people always think that I'm like taller, and then I'll get there. I don't know why I'm saying get there. Like I'll get somewhere. I'll be somewhere, and someone will walk up to me like, "Whoa, like you're not tall."
Yeah. That's not a nice first opener.
Yeah, I'm just like, thanks dude. Not like I did.
I'm trying.
Yeah, I'll try to grow. Like, fuck, dude.
Everyone's always surprised at how tall he is because I'm sitting next to him.
Yeah.
They always think he's like 5'5".
Yeah.
5'2".
They say I'm short person coded.
Yeah,
that's what
I feel
the kids say.
They call me the little one.
Yeah.
Like they go the big one and the little one.
Have you ever seen I saw like an ad for these inserts so you put in your shoes so you can be like maybe it's like 2 inches taller.
Who was doing that? One of the Republican candidates was doing that.
What does that accomplish? Like,
a little platform.
Like usually, like if you're like maybe like I don't know if you were like 5'10", maybe that would be cool. Because then you can say you're like 6 foot, you know?
I don't get that.
But for me, that would be like cool. I'm still short.
Yeah. And then your shoes are uncomfortable. Now
Yeah.
you're wearing heels.
There's no way that would be comfortable.
No.
Are there any celebrities who've gotten the actual like calf extension thing that makes you taller?
I was just about to say that. I don't think, and I don't. Not
Probably.
that maybe, but like, well, I feel like that, like everyone would know.
That's what I mean. I'm like, I wonder if it's too noticeable for celebrities to do. Like all of a sudden, Tom Cruise is like 5'11".
Yeah. Because like literally, like he's just gone for a year, and then like. Well, he wouldn't be able to do stunts anymore.
Yeah,
like, I feel like nowadays people will think it's just a replacement.
Yeah.
People are like into that theory of like, like they just put somebody else in there. That person's been dead for 5 years. Like all that, you know?
I was only a plastic surgeon for a little bit, but I'm pretty sure for that thing they have to break your legs and then put in metal in the gap.
Yeah.
You know, because how else would you do it?
Would it be worth it for you?
For me to be taller?
Yeah.
Absolutely not. It sucks being this tall.
Dude, if you were 6'8", though,
I could go to the league.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Same page.
The Pistons need somebody. It's like the worst team
I wonder if
in
they're ever
history.
going to start doing it for arms. Like.
Just have super long arms.
Yeah.
Like your arms are like dragging down here.
I feel like I could use the arm one.
Can't reach shit.
Yeah.
You always wanted a longer wingspan.
Yeah, literally. Oh, man. So, you guys grew up in Ohio, you said?
Yeah, outside Toledo.
What was it like growing up in Ohio?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Sick.
Yeah.
Great place to grow up. Terrible place to visit.
Yeah.
Ohio.
Unless you have like nostalgia associated with it.
Yeah.
Because I love visiting now, but like I'll bring someone that hasn't been there, and I'll be like, "Look at this." And they're like, what?
Like, what? That's a hot dog place. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, this place is sick.
That store's closed.
Yeah.
But no, it's great. I'm a little more from the farm country, like maybe 20 minutes west of him, and he's a little closer to Toledo itself, but we're both outside of it, and we just say Toledo is the only point of reference. One of those, you know.
Hell yeah. So when did you guys like start making YouTube videos?
2017 we started, and then we were really bad at it until 2020, and that's when people started watching them. But we were trying it, you know. We were like,
took a lot of reps.
We were putting out videos, getting like 200 views, and then March 2020, best month of all time. It just started going up a little bit, and then we've been doing it ever since. So
oh, that's badass. And so you guys are in Detroit now, you said?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. What was why the move to Detroit?
It was just the closest big city, and it was like cheap to live there, and we knew we were gonna be broke for a while, so we were like, okay. But we also like just had friends there and liked the scene there, and now we've just like fallen in love with it. It's like home, you know.
Yeah.
You ever been there?
Yeah. I have some family in Michigan, so I've been.
Drop their address.
Let's just dox them right now. Sort of like near Flint, like some other places, like that I don't remember the name.
All Detroit was essentially.
Yeah. So.
Did you enjoy Michigan when you went?
No, Michigan's cool. No, I've always enjoyed it. That was like the. So I had some family that lived near like Amish people and stuff. That was my first time like being around Amish people. So that was always interesting.
Great furniture.
Great furniture. They can build.
Yeah.
Like they can build anything.
They're super inbred.
Yeah. They can't build a computer though.
No.
Some of them can.
I think it's illegal, right?
Yeah.
For them to build a computer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I worked at Walmart. And
nice.
And this like Amish people would come in, and they would just be like, they would come in. I worked in electronics, so they would come in and they would be like, "Do you have a phone case for this?" And they would pull it out like really quick, and I would be like, "What?"
You didn't tell anybody, did you?
No,
No.
The thing is, like, there was like a cell phone area in the front of the Walmart. But they didn't like to go there because then everyone could see them, like do it, like getting a phone set up and stuff. So I had to like do it in the back and like
black market phone, just for Jebediah.
Literally, dude.
One time we were on a train from Chicago to Denver.
Oh, this was horrific.
All of our friends, and I had made edibles because we were like 20, like 19 or 20.
Still
and I made
a weed phase.
Yeah, I made a bunch of like edible brownies, and I put them in a Ziploc bag in my suitcase, thinking that there was gonna be like security for the train. And there wasn't. And then I went down to like the luggage car or whatever to grab them, pulled it out, and it was just like a smushed bag of brownie dust. And so we all took like Dixie cups and we're taking them, and then none of us felt anything, and my friends were all like just making fun of me, like, "Fuck, you brought these like shitty brownies, like, they're not gonna hit." And then it all hit us at once, and we had taken way too much, got way too high, and the entire train besides us was Amish people.
Yeah, we're sitting in the observation cart, which is all glass, and it's just a bunch of Amish people like this, and we're playing like cards, and everybody at once was like, "What the fuck?"
Like none of us could walk. A few of us started crying. One of my friends threw up. It was just like
it's like a Jordan Peele movie.
It was like a horror movie. And they're all looking at us like.
And you have to walk the 7 carts back to your seats, and everyone in their seats is like looking at you.
I made eye contact with a little Amish boy, and I could tell that he wanted to be me, and I wanted to be him. I wanted to have never had any THC in my system.
And he wanted to try
it. He wanted to try it. You know?
Yeah. That's amazing.
It was great.
Just churning butter.
How'd you get fired from Walmart?
Because
you didn't quit. Obviously, you'd never quit a job.
Yeah, I would never quit. No. I actually did quit.
Really?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I was just like, I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
And then I started filming stunt stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then the rest is history.
Yeah, the rest is history.
Yeah.
Do you have any other weird jobs?
I worked at I mean, I was one of those. It is weird now, actually, too. Yeah, because I do sometimes I do stunt stuff. I just make people laugh and talk to people now. But fucking, let me think. I was one of those sign twirling guys once.
No, you were not.
Yeah, I was so bad at it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Damn, we have there's a lore.
There was a lore where I was really good at it, and I got in a competition with other guys on the street, and it was like a big beef. We would try to out-twirl each other.
Dude.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
He was the best twirler on 6 Mile in Detroit
Yeah.
for a few years.
That's 2 miles away from Eminem.
Yeah.
He was not one of the rivals, but...
Yeah, no. That would be funny if that's what 8 Mile was about.
Yeah, instead of a rap battle, they're just doing sign twirling in a car wash.
I imagine it's like drumline, kind of.
Yeah, it's kind of like... I'm thinking, for some reason I was thinking of like Nick Cannon.
Yeah.
Like, the signs are just fucking pregnant.
Drops the signs.
So what signs were you twirling?
I don't even remember. It was for like some... it was for like some sort of restaurant or something. And I was like... I don't even remember what I was dressed. I was in some...
What was your persona? Yeah.
Yeah, I was like they had me in a costume too. It was just like... I was like just red.
Just red?
Yeah.
A bottle of ketchup.
Yeah, I was just red.
Is that an effective form
And then
of marketing?
like, dude, the funny thing was I showed up... Well, I got fired from that job. One, because...
Sorry to hear that.
The interview was so funny. He's like, show me what you got. And like, and I get there and I'm just like... like, dude,
He was like,
stop. And he was just like, I'm going to be honest with you. You're not the best, but I think this could work.
That's amazing.
that is awesome. Man.
Yeah, and he gave me the job, and I disappointed him. Like literally the second day, after the first day, I went and like drank a bunch that night, and then I went to some party, and I had to be up so early in the morning, and I show up, and I'm like so hungover, and I start puking while I'm trying to dance and stuff. And then I started like having diarrhea, and I had to go to the bathroom, and then I had to keep going back and forth, and yeah, it was bad.
That's awesome.
It was really bad.
I love the idea that guy like knew what to look for and
Yeah.
thought maybe you didn't all the way have it, but was willing to give you a shot.
Yeah.
And then the first day you show up just like shitting and throwing up.
Yeah.
He's just so disappointed in you.
And then like the weirdest thing that happened though during that job, the first day, he was like, hey, this guy pulled up that looked very similar to him, and I think he was in a disguise. And he was like
undercover boss.
Oh, the undercover boss dude?
And he was like, you got any other costumes? I can hire you at this other place for more money. And like he was like trying to get me. Like,
He was poaching you.
Yeah, he was doing like...
and like he was just trying to see what I would say, I think. Like if I was going to be loyal.
He was testing your loyalty.
Yeah.
To the red.
Yeah. Like I don't...
The underworld of sign twirling. It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
That's crazy that companies spend money on that shit.
Yeah.
Trying to test whether their low-level employees will be loyal to them. It's like, no, obviously not.
Hey, want to sell these drugs? Sure. They don't pay me enough.
I'm making $9 an hour. Sure, I'll do whatever some guy on the street says to me. He means as much to me as my boss.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh man, it's always fun. Like, I forgot that show. I think it's like Gordon Ramsay, where he like goes into a kitchen, like at some restaurant, and he's like just freaks out. He's like so surprised that people are doing drugs there.
Yeah.
Like,
This is a business. It's like kind
it's
of.
like, dude. The restaurants are like the one place that like everyone is doing drugs.
Do you have a
Yeah.
service industry job?
I worked at Burger King once.
Nice.
That didn't last long. I just quit that job because I went to go see A Day to Remember.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, really?
We all got a story like that.
yeah, we all go to see a Day to Remember once in a while. You know?
Yeah, I saw them with Devil Wears Prada back in the day.
Yeah, I think
I had to quit a few jobs for that one.
Yeah, so I went and did that. Started a grease fire Burger King.
Really?
Yeah, first day.
Wow.
Didn't know how to put it out.
Splashed water on it, made it worse.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
It's flour, for the record, in case one happens in your house.
Yeah, I will remember that.
Yep.
I worked at a ramen restaurant once.
Oh, nice.
That was cool. That
You
actually
speak
was
Japanese?
dope. Yeah, it was like, well, dude, it was, so it was like a Japanese, it was like, part of the restaurant was like, it started off as an organic taco place.
Naturally.
And then there was part of it where then they were like, we're also selling ramen.
Nice.
I remember when we were in college in Cincinnati, a place opened up that was sushi burritos.
Yeah.
And everybody was so pissed. Like, they're all writing like think pieces on like Twitter and Facebook about how it's like fucked up to do that. And I was like, I was like, what? I was like, is it really that big of a deal? Like, it's just a different way to like put the food together. It's fine. Like, don't go there. That's fine.
They're not forcing you to go there.
Yeah, it's not like taking up the spot of another spot. Like, it's fine.
Some mad Japanese guys out there like, I should open my normal sushi spot here. These Mexicans beat me to it.
They figured it out.
God damn it. That was our secret. That's like the last way I want to eat sushi too. I like that it's 100 little bites. I don't want to grab a fish like this and be like,
yeah. I definitely like the idea of a sushi burrito is okay, but then like I feel like actually doing it.
Yeah.
And then if I don't like wasabi at all, and if they put like that in there like it's guac or something, I'm gonna freak out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Have you had to eat a lot of wasabi or something?
I have once before. It was horrible.
Feels like something they'd make you do.
Yeah. Not fun. Or or me and my friends have been like out just eat sushi, and it's like, oh, dude, eat this.
Eat the whole thing.
I dare you to eat this, dude. And then they fucking puke.
Yeah, it is. It's
kicked
it's
out.
I love wasabi though. Horseradish? Do you do horseradish?
Yeah, I can do horseradish.
All right.
Yeah, I'm just not a wasabi guy. I almost said wasab.
Not a wasab.
I'm just not wasab.
Walk into the sushi burrito place like, what's up?
You guys have any weird jobs other than the sign twirling?
Oh, I've got a list.
Yeah. I worked on a Christmas tree farm. That was pretty
Nice.
sick. That was out in the country, and like, I would literally just go out and be like -6 when I got there in the morning. And I'd just be in like all Carhartt, and then all day just throwing trees through like a shaker and putting them on people's cars. And I was a little guy, and so I only got to chop down a tree one time, but it was awesome. That showed me like some camaraderie. By the end of the day, you've got like most of your Carhartt off, and it's still cold, but you're just getting used to it.
Did you get to put it through that cool tube that put the net around it?
Yep, I did that all the time.
Sick.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to go through one of those and come out of the net.
And I love those guys too, because after like a hard day of work, they just like set 4 couches on fire and stand around and drink beer.
Yeah.
And like that's like
Where
every
do they
day.
get the couches?
I literally don't know.
Foreclosures in the Midwest.
Yeah. I have no idea. But they had like a compound. They like were a family all living on one Christmas tree farm.
That's awesome.
And they had like a butterfly house and shit too. It was weird. But
That is weird.
it was awesome.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Was it a cult?
It might have been. Honestly, the boss there had
Santa.
He had taxidermy. Like, he felt like that. He had taxidermied animals in the house that he had killed. One of them, he killed a lion with a bow and arrow.
What?
Yeah. He had the lion.
Dude, what?
Yeah. And, like, it was real. Like,
Dude,
it
what
was
the
real.
fuck?
He had killed it with a
Creepiest
bow and arrow.
taxidermy I ever saw. My friend's dad had a baby deer.
Oh.
And we were in the house, like we walk in the living room, and it's like a newborn deer taxidermied. And I was like, "How'd you kill that? You shouldn't be shooting that." And he said he hit the pregnant mom on the road, and then birthed the dead baby deer on the road, and said, "This is my only opportunity to taxidermy a baby deer because I hit it and it was born dead.
That's so funny.
And I was like, that's fucking dark. And he has it like all pretty in his living room, like it was ever alive. It was dark, man.
Yeah.
I worked at a circus bar one time where I had to dress up like a little clown to make fish bowls. That sucked. I bartended for a long time, and that was probably honestly, that wasn't even the worst of them.
Yeah.
I'd like moonlighted at a nightclub next door that was just a vicious place in Detroit. Blue nightclub. Don't go there.
Oh,
it's awful.
Opposite of a shout out.
Yeah, opposite of a shout out. They make you wait till like 6 a.m. to get paid out, and it was a bunch of guys in the basement like counting hella money and shitty cocaine, and you leave like...
Yeah, awful. He used to come back to our house. We lived at a house at one point that was like 10 guys in one house in Detroit, and he would show up in his circus outfit. Yeah. Just fucked up from work. Like, he would get back to the house drunk.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
Yeah.
That's the circus.
Yeah, that's the circus.
A pinstripe vest.
I took mushrooms one day on that job in my pinstripe vest with my bow tie. And this place was like, it was like some random restaurateur's like crackpot idea who was like a circus sports bar. No one ever came in. It was always dead. I would hang out with the Chef Kev. And my homies would just come through and I'd make them poutine and fish bowls and we would just hang out. And then this one day, some guy comes in, all vagrant off the street, and he's got a little sauce cup with a cap in it. And he's like, "You want to try these mushrooms?" I grew them. I'm like, "Fuck it." I take one, and then the manager runs up and is like, "We got a 15 top coming in." And I'm the only guy working, and I go over to him, and it's starting to hit. And in my mind, I'm like, all right, I'm not going to remember anything, so I'm going to text all their orders down. And so I went to everybody, and I'm typing in my phone what they want, and it's like, I'm looking at my phone. I can't read anything. Plates are coming out. They're like, I'm just dropping them, like, pass them around. It was a disaster, dude. It was a total disaster. I was dressed as a clown on mushrooms.
Yeah. That's karma, though. You have, like, a bunch of dead days at work where it's the easiest job ever, then you take shrooms, and then all of a sudden it's a hard job. Yeah.
It's always funny, like, with shrooms, like, you can just not, I think it's, like, psychedelics in general. It's, like, I just can never use technology.
Oh, no.
Like, ever.
It's like a
what
dream.
Is this?
It's awful. Can't read shit on your phone.
Yeah.
You see a picture of yourself as a kid on there, and you're like, "Oh, fuck.
Fuck, no.
I grew up. I grew up bad.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Why can I only read hieroglyphs right now? I said that wrong.
Hieroglyphs.
Hieroglyphs.
Is that it?
Hieroglyphics.
Glyphics, not graphics.
Yeah.
Gryphics is like a mythical animal.
Yeah, Gryffindor.
You guys on shrooms now?
A little. It's a microdose, dude. It's cool.
Everybody's doing it. It's like coffee.
Yeah.
It's LA, man.
Yeah, it's LA.
Come on.
Everyone just, doses.
Doses and fucking
doses.
A weird job that we both did have is working for my dad.
Oh, fuck.
Because my dad sells baseball cards.
Okay.
He's been doing that since he was like 22.
Yeah.
And he still uses typewriters.
Yeah.
What? No way.
He literally has to order them from antique websites just to get new ones that's for his office. And so we both typed on typewriters, typed up invoices, and sorted baseball cards for a few years.
It's ridiculous. I'd throw a dip in the back without my shoes on, and he'd come back and be like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah, he did not like it. My dad was like, "Hey, the only guy I've ever had work for me who smokes cigarettes was your friend Graydon."
Yeah. I'd get back from lunch, he'd be like, "What'd you have for lunch, camels?"
Yeah, just making fun of him.
Yeah.
But that job was awesome, though.
Yeah, shout out Kevin.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that sounds like fun.
Mm-hmm.
Just like a weird version of The Office.
Yeah, yeah.
It really was. There's some characters in there. They all had very distinct voices. The guys who worked for my dad. He had like a southern guy and then a guy who kind of sounded like Ray Romano.
Yeah.
Nice.
And yeah, it was awesome.
You can do the Ray Romano if you want.
He just, every day, we'd be like, "What's for lunch, Tim?" And he'd go, "Anything but Taco Hell or Chipotle."
He's a real sad sack.
Yeah. Good guy, though.
Great guy. Good guy. Everybody I worked there is a good guy.
Yeah.
I just couldn't. It was like The Office if Breitbart was always playing in the background.
Right. My dad's curious about that stuff.
Oh, yeah. Super curious.
You know? Yeah.
So, did you always want to make videos, and like, how did that come about exactly?
I feel like very different answers.
Very
for
different
us.
answers.
Yeah.
No.
Yes. Yeah, I was making videos when I was a kid, just like fucking around with my cousins, doing like skits and shit.
Yeah.
And then I was like a writer, like a blogger about music and shit, and then a graphic designer.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually I was like, I kind of want to do video shit again, and that's kind of what's popping in like music journalism or whatever. But I wanted it to be funny, and then we were just living together. And I feel like, I don't know, you had aspirations of like comedy and shit.
Yeah, to a degree. I was like studying psychology and failing out of college at like a really slow rate. I was like in my 5th year. And well, in my 4th year is his senior year. He had this idea for his school and wanted me to co-host it. And it sounded a lot better than like learning about OCD. And so I just kind of started doing it. And then, you know, it was a gradual thing at first. And then once it kind of gained some traction, I love it. I mean, I get to sit around with my friend and fuck around and joke.
Yeah,
so
it's like the best job ever.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, it definitely took shape like over the years.
Yeah.
Like at the beginning, it was kind of like, this is fun, but like it's not a job.
Yeah.
Like, he quit bartending in like 2022.
Yeah,
and I was doing it like full time and was broke as fuck. Like I wasn't making any money off of it, but I didn't get another job because I was like, I just want to put it all into making videos.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, you just gotta jump in and fucking do it.
Yeah, and just find what's fun about it and then just repeat that.
Yeah.
That's like what we did. Like as soon as we found a formula for it, it's been easier to make. Like we can sit down and make a video whenever and it's gonna be fun, you know?
Hell yeah.
Mm-hmm. What about you? Have you always wanted to make videos?
Yeah. I think I got, for some, like I like when I was a little kid, like for Christmas, I would keep asking for a video camera.
Yeah.
Like when I was really young, like way too young to even have a video camera.
Two.
And then finally, I was like, video? Camera. But one Christmas, I was like looking through like this Toys R Us thing, and they had like these kids video cameras, and I was like, please get me this. Yeah. And they got it for me. I think I was like probably like 9 or something. And it was like you had to like plug it into your computer and like you could like edit it and everything. It was
sick.
Like, and so I started doing that like really young.
That's badass.
And then started making like little shorts and stuff. Like I made like some really shitty like Matrix style thing one. Like when I was like, I hadn't even seen the Matrix. I wasn't even allowed to watch it. And I was just I remember like we were trying to do the bullet time thing where like we just took like batteries and like put a string on them and just like walked it up to people. And but the funny thing was like my first like short film was like I made a gangster movie with like a drive-by.
Fuck yeah.
How old were you?
I was like 9.
Oh my god.
And like I convinced my dad to like drive the van.
You popped up
and my
the window.
friends just like with these toy guns just like shooting out of the car, and I'm like getting killed in the front lawn.
Do you still have them? Like,
no, I don't.
Oh yeah. Everybody loses their old videos.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's gonna be the difference now with young people. Like all their shit they're gonna have forever. Because it's like somewhere on a computer.
For better or worse.
Right. Like my cousin and I were making videos growing up, and then in high school people found some of them online.
Yeah.
And were making fun of us at school.
Yeah.
And he rage deleted every video we ever made off his hard drives, off everything, and they're all gone.
Yeah.
Like shit that I made when I was like 12, you know?
Yeah.
And now I wish I could watch it, you know?
Yeah.
Back then I was like, alright, it's probably good that nobody can see these, but like none of it made any sense, and so I want to rewatch it. Like
Yeah. No, I feel that.
Yeah. But my parents didn't film much growing up. Like
No.
videos and shit. We don't have any of that.
Yeah, my parents got divorced, so
I'm sorry, man.
no one wanted to film that.
Right.
They filmed the divorce. They hired a documentarian.
Who are you picking, mom or dad? Come on, say it. You get the video camera if you pick me.
Your sister pretends to be the judge. Sits down with both of them. Order! Yeah, who gets the car?
That's great.
How old are you?
32.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're around the same age then.
Yeah.
29 and 30.
Nice.
You were born on 9/11, I hear?
Yeah, I was. I said I was. Like, it was like, it's not anymore.
It's changed now.
Yeah.
Obviously, I had to switch the day.
I just found out that's not true.
I wore your birthday shirt on accident.
Oh, dude. No way.
That's sick.
That's amazing. I didn't even notice that.
Yeah.
That's sick.
It's my 9/11 merch.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, no.
I'm very proud of it.
I need that.
$2.
I remember when I was in elementary school, they had morning announcements, and like on the morning announcements, for some reason,
A second plane has hit the tower.
no, you would think, but no, it's like they did birthdays, and so if it was your birthday, you could go on the morning announcements and say,
whatever you want.
Yeah, like, what's up? I'm Greg. I'm Greg. I'm turning 8. What's up to Marky and the boys? You know, like whatever.
Yeah.
And then I remember one day, the other thing that you could do is announce like when your parents had a baby.
What the
Like you could be like, I just got a little sister. Yeah. And there was this dude named Paul who went on the morning announcements, and he was like, my parents had my little sister the other day, and yes, she was born on 9/11. No, she's not cursed.
She's not cursed. Quit saying she's cursed.
And everybody, like, that's all anybody talked about all day. Like, even the teachers were like, yeah, we're not going to do class today. We're going to talk about Paul. Because he said his sister wasn't cursed for being born on 9/11. And it was like a year later, too. So it was like 2002, you know? Kid was in like 4th grade.
That was awesome.
It was awesome.
God.
Yeah.
So no birthday parties for you, really.
No, we did.
Despite all that,
Yeah, despite
we're
everything.
still throwing down.
Did you take a few year break?
Not, dude, literally, like, I think I still had a party that year.
Everybody's like,
I think it was like, I think we did it, like, I don't even remember. I don't remember exactly how that one went down. But, like, it was always like, you know, why are you happy today? Like, why are you celebrating?
Did you grasp right away that, like, something really bad had happened on your birthday? That you were going to remember it?
Yeah.
you were like 11, right?
Yeah, I think I was 10 or 11. Yeah. I literally was just like, I knew that it was really bad when, like, well, this, like, how I knew was that, like, even, like, channels where I could watch cartoons and stuff were literally just, like, about 9/11, and I was just like, I want to watch Arthur.
Yeah, I always tell the story that my mom picked me up from school, took me home, and tried to explain it to me.
Yeah.
And I just didn't get why it was a big deal.
Yeah.
I was like in 2nd grade, but I was like, this happens in movies like all the time. Like, what do you mean this is the first time this has happened? Like, I've seen movies. This happens all the time. And my mom's like, no, this is like nothing like this has ever happened. And I just was disinterested.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't get that it was huge.
Dude, we got sent home early, and my neighbor, who was fucking annoying and always wanted to hang out with me and my sister, and we didn't like him, he comes running over. Planes crash today, and I was like, Jonathan, planes crash every day. Shut the fuck up. I'm going in and playing with my toys. And then I went in, and my mom was like crying, and I was like, oh fuck, this sucks.
Yeah.
I love that we, for some reason, thought that planes crashed every day.
Yeah, I was like, planes crash all
everywhere.
the time.
Yeah.
It's like, you know how hard those are to fly?
Yeah.
I'd seen like 3 action movies on TV and was like, oh, this is what life is like. I guess.
Yeah.
If you are in a big building, something's going to hit it.
Life is literally Con Air. Like, all the time, dude.
It's in the way.
Yeah.
I was surprised my house hadn't exploded yet.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh man! And like the funniest thing was there were these 2 like towers that looked similar.
We know there were 2 towers.
No, in the town that literally the town next to me, and I was like, "Is it those towers?" Like I was like freaking out, you know.
Where'd you grow up?
In Indiana.
There's towers. The towers of Indiana.
They weren't that tall.
Oh, okay.
They were barely towers.
Same.
I think
castles.
it was like. I literally think it was a Radisson.
It's a double tree.
Yeah, literally, dude. And I thought it was like that. And we drove past, and I was just like, "Oh, thank God!"
Woo!
Like,
Radisson's still up, baby.
yeah.
This town would have been fucked. There's nowhere to stay.
Yeah. How would that even affect me?
I had a lot of hotel points. I was going to use them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the idea of like if they just didn't know what was important over here, they crash into like a small hotel in a city, and it makes some news.
Yeah.
But it's not like the big tragedy that they expected it to be.
Oh man. I was. Have you ever like looked into Bin Laden's hard drive?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We talk about this one a lot.
Yeah, for some reason this comes up all the time.
He had the karaoke machine. He had a bunch of Lady Gaga songs.
Yeah.
He had like basketball highlights on there, tons of movies.
Yeah, he had like some emulators on there. He was playing DS games.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not even joking, which is hilarious.
Honestly, on paper, seemed like a cool dude.
Yeah.
Like if I had a friend who had that, besides some of the things on the hard drive that I've heard about, but
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the other stuff on the hard drive is kind of a deal breaker.
Yeah.
They love him over there. You know what I mean?
Do they?
Yeah, like still to this day, like they kind of fuck with him.
How do you know that?
Oh, I've been over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You used to have a flat in Tehran.
Yeah, they wear shirts and stuff. That's how I know. You know?
Oh, it's my coffee friend.
Here you go, sir.
Hey, thanks, man.
Hey, thanks, Gavin.
You guys want anything?
Oh, I'm good. I think so.
I'm not gonna ask you guys.
That's our security. That's good stuff. Piping hot. Exactly what I needed. A hot cup of coffee.
I thought you had like a fucking like pH testing kit for a second. You're like,
Yep, no, that's not good enough.
yeah,
Give me another.
Give me another.
Do you ever have people roll deep?
Like just like roll deep to the podcast, or will I ever roll deep
No,
somewhere?
I mean, obviously you roll deep. You
Yeah,
got an
I'm
entourage
rolling
and shit.
deep everywhere I go. 20, 30 guys.
We did a podcast yesterday in like someone's house, and we showed up with 6 people, and they were like, "What the fuck? No one's ever done this."
They just have to sit on the other side of the room while we're recording. They're like right there on the ground.
Yeah, I mean, have we had many people? Like, there's
like,
been a few people where
Mothra
like,
came with like 5 total people.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah, there's been a few
But
people.
that was really, and then we had a band, the Wolves of Glendale came in. They were just for 3 people, but that was it really.
What an
There's
awesome
a lot of
band
wolves
name.
in here and stuff.
A lot of wolves.
Oh, there were wolves.
Yeah.
Full moon was a few nights ago. It was a blue moon too. Did you peep it?
No, I didn't.
Come on, man.
Dude, I didn't even know.
It was a super blue moon.
No.
Yeah.
Wow.
You know what a blue moon is?
No.
It's the second full moon of a month.
Wow.
That's like once in a blue moon. Only happens like once a year.
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
I thought I'd teach you
Learn
something
something
today.
new.
Yeah.
Learn something new not every day, but
No.
today.
Some days you don't even see the moon.
Yeah, some days you don't learn anything.
What was like your first dream job as a kid?
They're going to say my first dream.
What was the first time you did?
That's a horrible question to ask somebody.
Yeah, what was your first dream? I had a weird dream the other night, though, where
I love it.
I was just being bitten by bear cubs.
Like it wasn't enough to kill you.
Yeah, and I was like wrestling on. I was like, "Get off me!"
That kind of sounds fun.
You're
What was
supposed to
this-
be nice.
You're so cute. What was the setting? Like, were you like at the zoo?
I was just at a chair. I was just chilling, like relaxing, and like,
at a
dude,
chair?
in the. I was like,
I was at the chair, man.
I was just like chilling, and in the dream, I had my eyes closed, and I was just resting in my. So this is even more insane.
You were lazy.
You were
I was like,
about
I was being really lazy in the dream too, and then I felt something bite me, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then I turn around, I'm like, I pull it, and I was like, it's a bear, and I threw it,
And then more came?
and then there was like 3 of them, and one of them was like bigger than the other ones, but it was still small.
Where were they biting you?
Like just biting my fat rolls and shit, dude. Like they just like wouldn't leave me alone, dude.
Pasturing bear cubs.
You're like, dude, I'm trying to sleep in my dream right now.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
I was just like, stop biting me.
You ever seen the video of that dude who feeds all the raccoons hot dogs?
No.
You haven't seen that? It's like a guy. He's like
a Canadian.
Yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah.
He just like is in a big coat and he goes and sits on a bench outside and he has like a big bin full of hot dogs and then like 45 raccoons just come up.
And he's got names for them. He's like, oh, there's Shelly.
Yep. And he's like, oh, you need one? Oh, you guys are hungry. Oh, yeah. And he just does it. And it's like 30 minutes and they get like 20 million views.
Oh, yeah.
That's crazy.
It's awesome.
Canada's great, man.
Yeah.
Nothing matters up there. It's so low
You
stakes.
just feed hot dogs.
It's so low stakes in Canada.
I did see a shaved raccoon the other day.
Oh, yeah,
Showed
showed
me
you
that sucks.
That was fucked up.
You don't want to look at that.
Yeah.
What's that?
It was
Fucked
gross.
up.
It was really pink. It was pinker than you'd think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's too pink.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, it's back. I thought that a lot of that was fur.
No, it's
And, like,
fat.
the shape is
Plump.
like the exact shape
Yeah.
that you see. But it's just pink.
Yeah, it was gross.
Yeah, it was disgusting.
Did you have any weird pets growing up? Like shaved raccoons or anything?
No, not really. Just had a dog.
Rest in peace, I assume.
Yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah.
He's still kicking. You know?
He's 34.
Yeah, it's rolling deep. You know? Yeah. Yeah, it was just dogs. I always wanted a turtle. Never
Same
got
here.
it.
Yeah.
You could get one now.
Yeah, I could.
That's too much
Yeah,
responsibility.
I had fish and stuff too, but
Nice.
you know they always they don't last long.
They grow up too quick.
Yeah, they grew up too quick, go to
And then
college,
die.
fucking start a podcast. You know.
I never had a friend who gave a shit about their fish.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, I grew up around a fish-loving household.
Well, yeah, you guys love eating fish.
No, but we had fish we really loved too.
Really?
Yeah, I had Oscar and moose. Actually no. Let me.
Well, wait, you had a puffer fish, though.
I had a pufferfish named Sasquatch. That was sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they can draw blood if you dare your friends to put your fingers in
Okay.
them. Maybe that's an idea for Jackass. Who knows?
Yeah.
Giant pufferfish. Put your wiener in there or something. I had an Oscar fish, which is a type of fish, and its name was Mussolini.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
Yeah.
Do you think that your love for the pet...
Fascism started from that.
That's
Probably.
probably a better question.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I was going to say, like, if they had a cool name, that's why you liked them?
Sasquatch isn't that cool of a name.
I think it's a cool name for a pufferfish.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.
Was it like nowhere, Indiana, or was it
No,
like...
I grew up like near Gary, Indiana.
Oh,
which
that's
is
a great
like,
city.
Yeah, it's sick.
That's a sick place.
Yeah,
From
no,
what
it's
I've
great.
heard.
It's more like it's like closer to Chicago and
Yeah.
stuff. So, yeah, no, it was because like there is like farm areas and stuff, but it's
Right.
more like it reminds me more of Chicago just in general because like even like we only got Chicago news and stuff, even.
Right.
Like we don't even hear about the rest of Indiana. And
When
the
I think
rest-
about Gary, I think about like places like Flint.
yeah,
I'm like, that's kind of comparable.
yeah. So
I didn't have any pets because I was allergic to everything, so...
yeah, that
Yeah.
would suck.
So now I just have a wiener dog. And that's
Hell
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
So what's next for you guys?
Fucking movies or something. Fucking action movie, right?
Wait, what?
Oh, no.
What?
Not
Oh, you
ready
mean
to share that?
being in one or watching one?
Making one.
Yeah, we're gonna make movies, I think.
Yeah.
Oh,
Someday.
sick.
Someday we're gonna do that. We got a sports channel that we're launching
Yeah.
this
Yep.
fall about NFL
Big
stuff.
football guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
And yeah, just making videos, having fun. Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Doing this podcast as many times as we can.
Yeah. We got you on tomorrow too.
I'll wear a disguise and see how you're doing.
Yeah. That would be so fun. You just keep coming in different disguises and like seeing if the fucking audience notices.
Nah, they wouldn't.
They wouldn't.
The
They're-
viewer at home is stupid.
That's what we always say.
Yeah.
The customer's always wrong.
Yeah.
We know what's best for them. They have zero idea.
Yeah, they don't know what they want.
Uh-huh.
I ask everyone that comes on the podcast this question.
Uh-huh.
Is there anything that you do every day to make sure you can reach your... God damn it, I haven't fucked this up in forever. Okay, is there anything that you do every day to make sure you reach your maximum potential?
Oh, shit. My maximum potential. I think I fucked that up a long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ceiling used to be way higher.
Yeah, it's getting lower. I'm starting to get crunched in the room.
Yeah. Every day?
I listen to the news every morning.
Yeah? Shit, I need to start doing something every day. I think. Yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, I try not to miss an exit on the highway.
That's a good one.
I pay real close attention.
When I'm at home, I take my dog out.
Yep.
Because if I don't, he's going to shit in the house.
Yep. And that's far from maximum potential.
Yeah, that's not good.
No.
You know what I mean?
What do? Do you have an example here for us? Are you like a meditating cold plunge kind of guy or something?
Dude, I wish I had a cold plunge.
Fuck, me too.
That would be sick.
Some asshole's calling me. Fuck that guy.
I mean, I don't know. Right now, I'm just like trying to. I mean, I started meditating again and shit.
That's badass.
Yeah, so just doing that and like trying to.
Do you get
be
trippy? Does it get trippy in there when you meditate?
Yeah. Sometimes. I mean, as long as the bear cubs don't show up. I just keep ruining my meditation. Fucking, yeah, and I'm just trying to be more active and stuff, and just make healthier choices and whatnot.
Yeah. So you mentioned A Day to Remember earlier.
Yeah.
I grew up on the same type of music. What do you listen to now? There's like, I like the pathways out of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Now, I mean, dude, it just depends. Like because sometimes I'll still just be listening to, I'll still listen to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, bands that I'm fucking with right now. Like, I listen to One Step Closer a lot.
Okay.
I'll listen to Drain.
Nice.
Well, I mean, sort of just like a mix of stuff. I still listen to a lot of like emo stuff, and just emo rap stuff too.
Yeah.
I listen to all like just everything.
Yeah.
It's just like a huge mix.
I just remember when I was in high school, there was like a big fork in the road of all the people at the like metalcore shows. And it started to be like emo music that was like a little more mainstream, or Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
and it was like, and everybody dressed the same. Like everybody was in Osiris shoes and skinny jeans, but they were either listening to Lil Wayne or they're like starting to get into like Bright Eyes or like eventually Death Cab or Modest Mouse or something.
Yeah.
And then it was a pathway out.
Dude, I was always into Death Cab for some.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. I was like middle school, like Death Cabbing it up.
Yeah, I was literally listening to like Devil Wears Prada and Under Oath and shit, and then Death Cab for Cutie, and that was it. They're like the only band that I listened to that didn't scream.
Yeah. One time when I was like in like, I think I was like a freshman, I was at the movie theater and the Devil Wears Prada was just there, like going to watch a movie.
Oh yeah,
with this like videographer dude that I knew before. Yeah, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Like I didn't even know they were gonna be here. I don't know why I would think that I would know they were gonna be at the movie theater.
I got a feeling. I got a feeling they're gonna be there.
Yeah, I think they might want to go see this movie with me.
You remember what movie it was?
No, I don't.
It was also the Devil Wears Prada.
No, it was like. Yeah, there was like 9 theaters in there, so they were seeing something. And
yeah. You a big movie guy?
Oh yeah, I love movies.
Yeah.
I mean, do you like movies?
I'm a big movie guy.
He's a big movie guy.
Did you see Long Legs?
Guy. Yeah, it's all Long Legs.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it was sick.
Do you want to sing it?
Sing.
Not once, not twice, but 3 times.
Oh man!
Anytime I'm driving, just with one other person that's seen it, I'll do the "Mommy, Daddy." That was awesome, dude. Nick Cage is a freak.
No, he's insane, dude.
He's a freak.
You got to get him on here.
That would be amazing.
I don't think we haven't tried.
Dude, the funny.
That's my favorite interview guest of all time on any show.
Dude,
so good.
The funniest thing that I saw was like a picture of him the other day. So he got cast as John Madden.
Yeah, I saw that.
Oh yeah,
and he's already fully in a fat suit.
He's going all in.
Someone saw him just walking down
with a clipboard.
He's just walking around Hollywood and he looks just like John Madden right now. Like Corbin, you're going to put the picture in.
Yeah.
It's so funny and they're but the title of the headline was 3 days after being cast as John Madden, he's already
he's already lost it.
Yeah.
He's amazing.
Yeah. And he lives in Vegas, too.
Yeah.
So he's just walking around Hollywood, not even where he lives.
Yeah.
Just dressed like John Madden.
I recently saw Leaving Las Vegas with him.
Oh, yeah.
I'd never seen that before, and that was just like you see movies sometimes, and you're like, oh, there's still a bunch of good ones out there. I haven't seen like this. It gave me so much faith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that he just buys weird shit.
Yeah, he's a freak.
He
Yeah.
had like a 2-headed snake.
Yep.
And
Oh, yeah.
he has like a mummy. I'm pretty sure he bought a few mummies.
Yeah, he had to return a T-Rex head
Yep.
to some government.
That big one's going up for sale, and everybody's worried about it.
What? Tell me about that.
I think it's the big one at the whatever its name is, Lucy or something. You know what I mean? The one at the Smithsonian.
Oh, yeah?
It's like their lease is up on it.
Okay.
And apparently how that fossil market goes.
I didn't know how dinosaur real estate
Those they're not like guaranteed to be bought by museums.
Yeah.
And so they're worried about like maybe like a South African billionaire, potentially, a guy that maybe makes electric cars or something, a freak like that, buying it and then just like putting it in his basement and like drinking scotch in front of it and like, you know. And the argument is like museums are like, well, we'll just 3D print it. And then we'll still kind of have the skeleton here, and everybody's like, "No."
Or they could they could switch it out. That's what they could. That's what they should do. They could bait switch. They're like, this is the real one.
Sell the fake one.
Yeah,
to
sell
them.
the fake one.
Do that already though. Where like
Yes.
the fake one and they have the real one in the back.
Yeah.
The guy is drinking the scotch.
Well, it's
the
all
real one isn't even real.
That's true.
Because dinosaurs weren't ever a thing.
If it weren't for those Just Stop oil freaks, we could have the real artwork out there.
Yeah, there's a lot of art heists going on.
Not heist, they're like throwing tomato soup on it and like spray painting Stonehenge.
They got their point across.
I get it. So, dude.
I get it, dude. We gotta stop with the carbon emissions or something. Is that what it was?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right.
That's what we gotta do.
We gotta stop it. Anyway, if you guys want to pool some money together and buy that T-Rex, I think it would make a great gift.
I think that would be amazing.
Yeah.
I think we should all do it.
Yep.
A gift for who?
Me, maybe.
Oh,
Exactly.
so
Friends,
we're pooling money together.
We could have it right here in the middle of the podcast.
Just like its head's here and its ass is out on the other side.
It won't fit in here, but, you know, it'll be fun.
I feel like Nicolas Cage is gonna buy it.
He doesn't have the money, dude. That thing's going for a lot.
I think he does have the money.
Since I put it on layaway.
What do you think? What do you think Nick's Cage is?
Nick Cage's?
Yeah, his net worth is.
His net worth? I'd say like 500 mil.
No shot.
That's my guess.
Just no
Been in
shot.
a lot of movies, you know.
He just played like a singing Satan guy in a horror movie. He's not in the Avengers, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. But doesn't he do like 6 movies a year?
Yeah.
That's got to add up to Avengers.
I guess. I don't know, man.
I don't know. What does it say online? Can we get a?
I'm not gonna trust it online, but like he was in that movie with like the killer robots. I don't think that paid him that much money.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Net worth.
He's in a lot of bad movies.
Net worth. How much is he? It says once boasting over 100 million.
Yeah.
Like, not anymore.
Yeah, I
Right
think
now,
it's...
estimated net worth 25 million.
That's crazy. I got more money than Nick Cage.
Yeah.
That's fucking sweet, man. Never thought that day would come.
Well, you guys have anything you want to plug?
Ah, shit.
HiveMind on YouTube, HiveMind Unlimited on YouTube, and there's a curse going on.
Yep, there's a curse going around.
With bats and crabesses, and if you find a blood bucket in your house, comment that on one of our videos, and we'll give you some instructions on how to fix that. And also, we want to thank you, Zach, for having us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
This has been really fun, dude.
This was
It's
a treat.
been fun.
This has been great.
Awesome.
I hope I don't get slapped by the giant hand on my way out or something.
Yeah, no, we don't really do pranks.
No hijinks.
Yeah, there's no hijinks.
I came in here on high alert.
Yeah, we try not to even do comedy.
Guys, fuck that one.
Yeah.
Keep it real serious.
I was worried about that, to be honest, because I'm deathly allergic to peanuts.
Yeah.
And I was like, what if somebody
Dude,
just
don't
pops
go
in with...
outside, dude.
I was like, what if somebody just pops out with a peanut cannon, shoots me right in the face, you know what I mean?
A big planter's
You
peanut
never
guy
know,
walks in with his
you know?
cane.
Dude,
I didn't know if it was like gonna be pranks.
You made it through another one, buddy.
The peanut guy is.
Yeah, I survived.
You're gonna have to call that one off.
He's right outside.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, appreciate y'all.
Yeah, thanks for
Anytime you're back in the Midwest or in Detroit, we'd love to have you on our show too.
Hell yeah, no, I'm totally down.
That invitation is all yours.
Fuck yeah. Thanks everyone for watching this episode. Stay maximum.
Stay maximum. I like that.